Yo. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Alright. 72 packs, boys. Not quite the 100 I wanted. But we still gonna cook. Let's get it. Did we get a new player pick today? Haven't done the daily yet either. Um, 87 plus player pick. 5 times a day. Okay, that's not bad. Did we get a, okay, 82 plus player pick again. Different requirements, same thing? Yeah, same thing. Alright, we're going to stick to just our normal grind. 84 times 10s. Today we get Dino. Today we get Son. And today we get Messi. Those are really the only 3 I need. Timber, we take that. Prime, what's up, buddy? Welcome back, man. I am back. Back and I'm better. So much better. Team of the season's coming in early. Things you love to see. We'll take every single one of them. That's the team of the year. That doesn't help. Alright. My rule today, if we get double 89 plus, we'll stop and put them in 89 exchange, okay? I'm going to get better at that. If we get double, if we get more than double, we then do 84 times 10s. How much does Jarzinho go for now? There was a problem. Dude, already having problems? No shot. No shot, dude. It was Dempsey, right? I think so. 2 mil? Nice. Has EA said anything about what we get on Friday? Are we getting another team or something? Or another batch? Or is like everything going to be in packs? Alright. Oh, that was an 89 gold rare. Oops. Come on. Preseason best of and best footies, as far as I know. That will actually be sick. You know what we should do? Should we get rid of every player in our club that's not a Sunderland player? If that happens, if we get the best of, and we just from scratch try to get it all. Dude, yeah. Come on. One open packs, man. Well, we streamed so early last time. I missed the stream. Yeah, I posted that we'd be live early in the Discord. The 85 Infinite, hopefully Saturday as well. That would be sick. That'd be really sick, man. Oh. You know what we need? Faster menus. If they could make that a reality, I'd be super happy. Come on. Nunez. Does the other one expire on Saturday then? The 85 plus times 10? Might as well go do that right now. Expires in 4 days. That's not happening. What? That we get an 85 plus times 10? Why not? What time did we get it last year? Wasn't it right around this time? If you open the tradable pack, open both first. One maybe 270k out of the 700k second one ad year. No, I haven't done. If you're talking about the tradable promo packs, no. Any of you know how to make some coins right now? I'm at 80k. I want to make 700k. Literally just spam Team of the Week player picks for tradable packs, or spam the Team of the Season pack tradable one time for, like, I think minimum 30k or whatever they're going for. The icon pick has 2 tradable packs. You could spam that as well, but you're going to need higher rated. If you're strictly just looking for coins, I would spam the 83 plus Team of the Week player pick. You'll be making probably bare minimum around 3,500 per run. Probably a little more than that. Probably making about 2k per pack. But I guess the question is, why do you need that pack so bad if you're trying to work towards it? If it's like you're trying to pack the things that are already in packs, just rip 84 times 10s. You'll get most of them. You bought R9? He's crazy in game. Dude, I saw people using like 6'3" strikers as their left back and right back. And competitive. Mental, man. People do anything but play this game with players in position. Everything has to be meta. Alright, there we go. Now we get back to the 84 times Suns. My pack log is garbage. I've done over 650. Not going to do anyone right now because I'm out of Team of Seasons. I'll do it later. Got Holland today and dropped him after about 5 games. I'm surprised you guys are still playing this game in terms of gameplay. Dude, this is the second time in the last 5 minutes the menus are loading. What is going on? How many 4 times 10s you done? Probably a little over 500. Done 120. Only qualified for champs. Having way too much fun with the repeatables. You're getting kind of bored of the 84 times 10s. I mean, you have to have a goal of what you're working towards. Like, if you treat it as a card collecting thing, like I feel like most of us are, if you're working towards those upper echelon cards, they'll help you a little bit more. But once you get a majority of them, like me, I'm falling off a little bit with wanting to do it because there's a few only that I need. However, we did something last year that could be fun if you wanted to mix it up. We did bingo where we took different things. So sometimes it was like 3+ team of the season cards in a pack, 2 icons in a pack, and you'd put all these kind of different challenges throughout your board and you'd play bingo with it. Hi, who should I make next in EAFC 24? What do you mean by make, buddy? What are you doing? He's in the lab cooking. The grind's boring. I hit fatigue. Yeah, slow it down a bit. Play a different game. Take some time. Go outside. Like, this last month, when they give us this, the second they gave us the 84 times 10, and once we get the 85 times 10, it's going to be the same thing where you basically get most of the cards you're going to get. And for the people who haven't got them yet, you have the rest of the month to get it, essentially. We're all essentially completing the game right now. And once you hit it, it's kind of over. On create a player? Are you talking like a pro clubs person or... Oh crap, I just put 2 team of the seasons in, didn't I? Or are you doing a career mode? There should be a 99 Mbappe, Delict, maybe a few more. We'll see what they give us on Friday. This weekend's going to kind of be make or break for me, to be honest. Alright, we just need to clean house a little bit. Let's declutter the club a little bit. We'll take all the team seasons we have. All the golds. We'll put them in. Ooh, you know what? Let's do this right now. Career mode. Make a Thiago Silva regen for career mode. What do EA normally do after footies? Someone set it up above. I forget what they call it. It's the getting ready for the next game. What's the name? Preseason. Usually it's preseason. The 99 Evo kind of mad. Kind of sucks that there's still a lot of players that are silver that you can't use, but it's mad for the cards it fits for sure. Or I fix a Man United player, Delict. I mean, brother, if you don't want to take my suggestion when you ask me what you should do, and you have your own suggestion for what you should do, I would listen to yourself, bud. I don't know why you're asking in the first place. If you want to fix a United player, fix a United player. Shapeshifters. Nothing better than falling asleep with the mumble in the background. I would be careful when you do that, because if it's at the beginning of EAFC 25, you might lose your hearing depending on who we pack. So, just a heads up. Just a heads up, bud. Don't get in the habit of doing that. Dude, these are horrible. Oh my gosh. All right, where's that Casillas? For Team 5, I'm still seeking all the 99s from FUTTIES team. Like the top tier GTG icons and Mbappe. Yeah, we still need Mbappe, Messi, Son. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's finish up these, I guess. Then we'll go back to the 84 plus times 10s. Don't really get the return on your investment in these. This is just more of a gamble, I guess. But after 400, I still didn't manage to get that. Only Dino. Now it's worth mentioning, so my luck isn't really there. How much are you open right now? I'm at around a little more than 500. I didn't really go crazy off the stream because I didn't really feel motivated. Dude, come on. Alright, Medina goes back in. 87 player pick is way too low. I feel like it has to be a 90 plus at this point. 1 of 4. If you could have a gay relationship with a professional footballer, who would you pick? I would prefer to not have a gay relationship. But if there's a gun to my head, I have to choose Thiago Silva. Although I can't picture a scenario where that happens. Gun to my head. Then your luck is crazy if you already have all those players. I guess, yeah. Might be crazy. What made you think of that question? Seems like something you've thought about a lot. Care to explain? Boom, 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 boom. Alright, that works. Could honestly probably get all these done right now. Who is the best player you guys have gotten so far in your 84 plus times 10s? I'm trying to see something real quick. Who'd you say is your best pull? It could be like the amount of value in terms of coins. It could be rating. Rarity. Renard. 98 Bellingham. Because they said they do a big reveal of gay players in the Bundesliga in May, but never lifted who they are. I don't see how that made you think of the question. Or how it got to the question you asked. So Mumbo, what do you think about the fact that they're starting to come women managers in men's football? Should they stay with women's football, or is it okay that they start to interfere? I mean, I don't understand what you mean by interfere. If they're qualified and they can do a good enough job, why wouldn't they be able to get the job? That's kind of a stupid question in my opinion. Same thing with like women's football. Should men's coaches be in women's football? If they're the best candidate for the job, absolutely. I don't see anything wrong with that. Think you got a world record? Check DM. DC pack section for context. A world record. Is it going to be like the most amount of 89 pluses in a pack or something? Oh, all in 85. Is Shaw in 85 or 84? Let's say she's 85. 2 85s and 86. The rest are 84s. Jeez, that was bad. What's your best player out of the 84 times 10s? Exclamation mark team 5 to see my full list of best pulls. Oh, that might be a record for the most team of seasons in a pack. I think that was 4 or 5. So you support the diversity? I wouldn't even consider it diversity. I guess I don't understand what your premise is. Are you saying it's a diversity hire if a woman coach becomes the coach of a men's football team? Unless like there was a program specifically made where it's like, hey, we're going to give away a woman to do the position of this team's manager. No, I wouldn't support that. But if it was literally a club trying to pick a manager, and they're going through all these qualified managers, and one of them was a woman, and she got the job, why wouldn't you give it to her? Again, unless I'm misunderstanding what you're trying to ask, I don't understand your thought process. Is 5? Dude, watch us get like 1 million in one. We're going to get all 10. Now, we're going to be the first to get all 84s. I'm going to beat all of you to it. Road to all 84 golds. Too hard to explain in English for me? That's fine. Yeah, I don't think it would be very common, but if there was like a few women coaches and they did well, I'm sure eventually there'd be more, but in general, it just seems to be the case. Most women coaches want to coach women's teams. I'm noticing that my point is going in a different direction. Yeah, if I'm misunderstanding what you're trying to say or you meant a different point, let me know. I guess I'm confused on the premise. Like, if it was a, like, a footballer, that'd be a completely different conversation. Like a men's footballer playing women's football, obviously. But like if a women's footballer wanted to play men's, it'd be extremely difficult. But if they're good enough, same thing with like a manager. If the manager's good enough, I don't see why their sex would have anything to do with it. If anything, they'd probably get more crap because they're a woman. And she'd have probably more to prove. But to be honest, I literally haven't given it much thought. I'm sure there's probably women's coaches in men's football as we speak. I don't know any, but maybe not the manager role, but there's probably a lot of staff members. 94-93 rated cards. As EA being out of touch, the grind should not take long for any card. I disagree. The grind's way too easy right now. We're essentially reaching every card packed before, like a week before release. If we get this done within the next week, if we get like a best of, and we get most things this weekend, I'm going to have very few reasons to want to touch this game. Which means I'm probably going to stream way less. I'm going to play this game way less. Yep, Black Ops 6 beta is coming out too, so honestly, perfect timing. Most years we take a vacation or take some time off streaming the week or two leading up to the web app. Most likely it'll be the same thing again. Other thing, what do you think about trans guys become a girl and then they compete in women's competition? I mean, I kind of just said my point with that. I mean, if someone wants to be trans, I'm not stopping them, but they shouldn't play in women's football. That's just my opinion. Now, whether a league allows them to or not is a different thing. It might be legal for them to do so, but I think it's an unfair advantage. But also, to be fair, I don't really watch women's football outside of the U.S. women's national team. So, really doesn't affect me in the slightest. Yeah, I'm probably certain there's a South Park episode on it. They should allow in the WNBA. You know what? Actually, you want to know my actual take now that I think about it? Because I was going to say it's different for basketball than it is for football for me. If people don't have a problem with it, almost out of just to see what it would look like and like kind of prove them wrong, I would wish it would just happen everywhere. You see a bunch of like trans athletes start taking over, and like, or not even trans athletes. I say just abolish men's and women's, have it all be the same thing. If WNBA players want to be on an NBA team, they should be able to try out, but there's no WNBA, and you'd quickly just see how opinions would change. But if LeBron James today identified as a woman and wanted to play in the WNBA, I would be all for watching that. And I would sports bet instantly. I'd rather 50 lower rated squads than 20 94 rated squads, though. My 87s and 88 rated cards are just going in exchanges. Why not put your 87s and 88s in an 84 plus times 10 to build up the higher rated cards? I feel like you're wasting the 87s and 88s in an exchange, bud. Are you not? WNBA players say they're better than some males. And if they feel that way, I know some of them are probably just trying to get media attention. They should have competitions where they play against each other. But there's a reason why they don't. Now, could it be the case that there's some players that actually could somewhat compete? Absolutely. But it's usually not at that level. Usually it's at a younger age. Like, if you look at some of the best female athletes in different sports, a lot of the times they grew up playing the men's sport and had competition against men most of their life, which helped them get to the point they did. Clark can average a solid 9 points per game. Well, it depends on like who you are. If you're Angel Reese in the post against Wemby, you're not scoring. But if you're Caitlin Clark pulling up from half and you're taking 15 shots a game and you have 3 to 4 hit, that's not crazy to think. But she's going to get torn a new one on defense. That's just the way it is. For basketball, at least, it's going to be a shooting competition, is what it's going to come down to. For football, it's going to be out-physicaled. Most of the time, probably out-possessed. You'd really have to have the ball do a lot of the work, I feel like, in women's football, if they wanted to stand a chance. Like, have you seen the clips of, was it Crystal Palace had their men's team play the women's team? This must have been like 5+ years ago. Oh, I thought that was Son. I thought it was Sonaldo. But yeah, no, long story short, I think the whole conversation's stupid. Like, most people already have an agenda when it comes to questions like that. And if you see through the agenda or the world perspective, it's very easy to kind of like cut out all the noise with that. A bunch of average men destroyed the women's American team. Am I right? There was the two things. Well, one that happened recently and one that happened a few years ago. The one that happened a few years ago, about a few years ago, I think it was like 10 at this point. You had the women's national team do a scrimmage against the U14 or U15 FC Dallas Academy, which is the FC Dallas's MLS team. Their children. They did a scrimmage and the boys beat the women's national team. But then the more recent one where you had a smaller head-to-head competition was you had Wrexham's Legends game where you had previous Wrexham players play previous U.S. women's national team players. And I think it was a 7v7 tournament. They got absolutely pummeled. Absolutely destroyed. Yeah, I don't get it. If people want to talk shit and say like they can do it, you should do head to head to see how it goes. If you get blown out, shut up. If you do somewhat well, see if you can play more games. But I feel like there's a reason why we have men's competition and women's competitions, and nothing's stopping women from competing in men's sports. Footies, come on. Oh, it's Lindbergh. Yeah, dude. Getting so many high-rated dupes. Is it worth it to do the icon picks? If there's a player you want to get, sure. But in general, most people are probably, if you've spammed the icons, you've gotten most of the crappier ones, and you're going to get a million dupes if you're not dealing with them. What's up, Shiny? Scores 20. Only 0.84s in that one. Nice. It's 29-0 at half. Yeah, that was when Zaha skilled like 6 people on a single run. Well, we don't know if this is personal, but what study did you do, and did you ever do a master's? I did marketing with a digital emphasis. Didn't get a master's, but I'm not against potentially getting one in the future if my work pays for it. But I wouldn't want to go for my master's on my own dime. I'd want it to be sponsored through my corporation and take online classes for it. I'd probably want to do it for statistics or analytics would be my field if I did. Been doing the 92 plus picks with the 87 to 90 specials. They've been decent. My thing is this. If you guys want to like take your excess fodder and put it towards those things, all power to you. My view on what I'm kind of doing with my account is I feel like I get the most team of the seasons. I get the most kind of high rated cards when I do the 84 plus times 10 and the 85 plus times 10. So I keep doing those over and over. And then on top of that, I keep getting the cards back to do another one. And as long as there's things in packs that I still haven't packed, I want to do this until I get everything essentially possible. And then once that's happened, I'll most likely switch to wasting more of my fodder on the icon PP and stuff like that. But if there's icons that I still haven't packed that are in packs right now, I think I'd rather go for those than the icon PP. Yeah, as long as you know what you're doing, though, you can still do both at the same time. If you have way too much fodder and you have some dupes and you're chucking those in a single team, then you're waiting until you get more dupes to do another team. That's probably the best way to do both. Oh, honestly, probably be my next thing I do. We'll see, though. We shall see. Alright, Dunce goes in. I'm kind of with you. Keep rinsing the 84 times 10s. I mean, like, logically speaking, like, 1-to-1, a lot of the icons that you're getting in the PP are going to be identical or worse than the icons you're getting from 84 times 10s. But the difference is you're putting, what, an 89 rated squad in an 88 rated squad worth of cards to get a single card versus putting 11 cards, most of them being gold commons, and a few specials to get yourself 10 cards, which most are going to be specials over 90 rated. I would say a majority of the pack most of the time is about half of that. Or maybe not. Maybe half gold rares, few 84s, few 85s. Normally quite a few 90 pluses. Want them to bring the 90 plus icon PP back. I was enjoying collecting old icons. Pack 97 Shevchenko like 5 times on Friday. SBC'd him. Haven't got him since. I'm debating. I asked this earlier. I'm curious on what you guys think. Let's say we get best of starting Friday. Okay? And we get like a preseason and a best of. There'd be other footies teams that we haven't gotten those cards for. And I could still spam packs until we get them. But there's very few cards I feel like I still need or would be an upgrade at this point. It's where the grind feels less and less worth it. Which the only thing I can think of to change it is we either start over again, get rid of all these cards, and try to pack everything that's out next time. Or we take what we have already, keep it, and work towards finishing the rest. And then once we're done, we're done. Crazy world we live in. AI will take over and... Wait, did I miss something? Little change of topic. But one of my nephews is in... Hold on. The biotech AI world, and he told me some crazy things, like we humans are already able to change our DNA to our preference. So basically we can clone now. Clone, you mean? Dude, I have so much stuff on my screen that just doesn't go away. Turn off Speechify. Thank you. There we go. They will put footies cards in packs, but problem is what 0-2 scenes they put. Yeah. So that's another thing too. Depending on what would be in the next batch, they might take away Team of Seasons completely, which I'm not opposed to that. If they have like a Team of the Season player pick that we can do for like one team, it's like 84 rated or something super chill. It'd honestly be a nice way to clear some of the things in our club. But we would have to wait and see. I can only see the grind getting easier though. I don't see the grind getting harder. Just got Dalglish. Nice. Dupe Ben is going to be ideal for the grind next year. Dupe Ben's going to be really nice. What Dupe Ben's going to be really nice for me for... Wait a second. Hold on. So Dupe Ben is for untradables, correct? You can't put tradables into the Dupe bin next year? Yes or no's in chat if you know the answer. I'm experimenting right now in my head. Untradables only? Okay. So my thing that I did last year but missed out on for one of the early Evos that would have made me like 5x my coins is I started putting one of most of the low-end special cards, each promo, into my club. And then I essentially had as an investment, and then any other tradable ones I'd pick up, I'd flip for profit. If it didn't sell for profit during that promo, I'd wait till it was out of packs and sell it for a bit more. Then if there's an Evo that needed one of those cards, it'd fly up in price. What if we grinded the menus each promo, but we put one of each promo cards tradable in our club as an investment? And if we pack the untradable version, we could put it in our dupe bin. That way we would have the tradable one in the club. We'd have the extra fodder over there. And then eventually when we do sell that thing, or if we need fodder for something, like let's say an SBC we want to craft, we just use it from our dupe bin. And put the tradable one on our transfer list. Would that even be possible? I'm assuming so. Dude, I'm disgusted. It's gonna sound out of context. Let me say the full thing after I read chat. I downloaded the Newcastle football app today. 7 screens called viruses, and you got them when you try to download free FIFA points. Want amount of Team of Seasons. They butt in if it drops down from 70 to like 10 will be awful. I think Friday is when we'll see the 90 plus exchange. I'm convinced. Oh, do they expire on Friday? Maybe when you illegally watch all those Newcastle games. What's the highest coin total you had this year, and what month was it? This year, I don't think we got as high as previous years. Previous years, we got over 10 mil. I don't think I ever got over 10 mil this year. Logic being, we put a lot of those coins and resources into Team of the Year in League SBCs when we should have just kept the coins liquid into League specifics for Team of the Year. Right? It's been a while, so I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Because in previous years, we had more than 10 mil before Team of the Year. I'm going to have more than 10 mil before Team of the Year this time. Realistically, I want more than 10 mil coins this year in general. I would like to push to 25. But that's going to be a stretch. I need to get better at high-end stuff if we're going to do that. But with how I want to grind the menus next year and have a focus on liquid coins for anything that we do, I think that's going to help us a ton. Bro put his personal details into the FIFA point generator website. No, so Sunderland's U21 played Newcastle's U21 today. And to watch the game, the only way to watch was to download the Newcastle app. And you can't just watch it on the Newcastle app. You have to make like an account with them. So I had to sign up for a Newcastle account to watch the game on the app. Now I need to delete it off my phone because they're probably gathering my information. Yeah, same with the Team of the Week PPs too. Yeah, so this goes away. So we're going to see what they do, right? In my head, it's extremely easy, right? I don't know how you guys view the game at this point. I have most things already. If they make the grind easier than it is, meaning we get an 85 plus times 10 unlimited repeatable, we get a thing higher than 89 exchange, or we get better exchange packs, we get an even better Team of the Week or Team of the Season pack. Anything that makes the grind easier than it is right now to get the rest of the cards, I'm all for. If it stays the same or somehow gets worse with less Team of the Seasons and packs by a ton, I'm probably going to stop playing as much. In general, I'm probably going to stop playing as much. If we get even better stuff and I pack everything, we're done at that point. We'll take more vacations throughout the week. Maybe just have weekend streams or something. And then we kind of get ready right a week before like the web app comes out or something. Because like most of you, you're kind of done playing this game. And when you're done playing this game, a lot of you are also done watching to a certain extent. I'm kind of hitting that point too where I'm really only doing this for you guys now and for the sake of packing everything. I'm not really playing this game outside of streaming or building the content for stream. I've been playing a lot more Cold War Zombies. What are we at numbers wise? 63 hours. Let's go. Cold. Got the Black Ops 6 beta coming soon. Can't wait for that. That's going to be beautiful. Still got about 100 Team of the Seasons in the club? Yeah, I got plenty as well. Feel like Team of the Year won't have the same hype ever because of the Playstyle Pluses. They should have at least 3 this time. So, Playstyle Pluses in general, this is the way it seems like it's going to go next year if it follows what it did this year. Stats and ratings don't matter as much as the Playstyle Pluses, how many they have, and what's meta at the time. So, EA found essentially a new way to make cards less meta and more meta each promo, or the further in the year we go. But from like a content perspective, beginning of the year, Team of the Season and Team of the Year are usually the 3 largest, like in terms of numbers, people engaging with content. So that's what I'm focusing on. I could care less about individual promos for the sake of like packing something now outside of like Team of the Year. Because Team of the Season, we end up packing most stuff anyways. Then after, it's this grind. Team of the year, we usually just want to get one, but we're putting millions of coins into content. We're opening thousands of packs just to see if we can get lucky with the worst one. But we do that to a lot more viewers. The community's super engaged, and you guys really enjoyed it, and I really enjoy doing it too. And it's very much like a No Man's Left Behind. We're constantly grinding. If I haven't hit anything yet, I put in way more time than needed. And kind of leading up to that, the cool thing with the liquid coins is, let's say exchanges are the exact same going into Team of the Year. Instead of putting like 5 million coins into League SBCs, we put 5 million coins instead into 89 exchanges, and we build out league-specific packs with those. I feel like we would have been better off doing that, with hindsight being 2020. It's basically like badges in 2K My Team. Yeah, definitely, for sure. But also, too, my goal next year for gameplay, outside of like the crazy cards we pack, if we want to try to fit them into a team to play occasionally, or try them out in like the that new game mode with you guys, I'm mainly going to be focusing on a Sunderland team. Upgrading my Sunderland cards is more than ever. So that's going to be my main focus when it comes to gameplay. I'm not going to be caring really as much from packing a card to play with it as I am packing it to say we packed it. That's going to be more what I care about. Like, hey, we did XYZ on the menus to pack this or craft this. Will be how I view it. Was so glad when the League SBC grind stopped. Yeah, I mean, honestly, think about it this way too. Take everything we've had repeatable throughout the year. We've always had something we could grind. The grind just slowly got easier. We went from making gold upgrades with coins and like some BPM stuff early on to League SBCs came out. We grinded League SBCs. We flipped Lib Silvers for profit while doing that. We're making some coins. We're opening the tradable packs. We're getting the fodder. We're putting it into these player SBCs. We're packing these promo cards. And then Team of the Year came. We got exchanges. So we took a lot of the things that we were packing it. We put it into exchanges for bonus cards. And then after Team of the Year, we put millions of coins into 89 exchanges, 88 exchanges, 87 exchanges, whatever was the best value. We opened all those packs, put the stuff we got into the 83 plus Team of the Week player pick to get 2 tradable packs, to get liquid coins, to then buy promo packs, to get more cards that we could put into exchanges, to put more into 83 plus Team of the Week player pick, and we continued that nonstop. And then when that kind of ended, we then switched to that to player picks. We went crazy with player picks to get a ton of fodder, put those in exchanges, do that over and over. Like, there's always been something we're doing. There's always been some sort of a grind. There's always going to be some sort of a grind. Read third last. That game mode's completely dead now, but a few years ago, it's basically like badges in 2K. I'd like them to make the game harder, even at earlier stages. It started playing in the start of January. Had a top tier team with 2 million liquid without even trading at the end of February. Yeah, so this is what I challenge you guys to do. Not only because it's what I'm doing, but also can help you with kind of that feeling of you don't necessarily feel like there's an upgrade anymore. You got some of the best cards you could get, or you feel like your team's already at the meta. What else can you do? I want to take my Sunderland team. That's going to be a lot of high-end bronze cards, medium silvers, maybe a gold or two. And I want to turn those throughout the year slowly into higher rated stuff. I don't care if me using it in Foot Champs gets us less wins. If I qualify for Foot Champs and I get 5 wins with that team, my goal the next weekend will be to get 6. And that's going to be a lot harder for me to kind of max out and get to the pinnacle of best weekend league finish or the highest div rivals. That's going to challenge you a lot more than just menu grinding into pack pulls or tradable coins into buying the meta cards and trying to get as high as you can. Also, too, you might avoid a lot of the sweats you normally play against. If you're stuck in, like, let's say Div 6 because you have a full Newcastle team, you'd probably be in Div 10 if you had a full Newcastle team. but it was still challenging for you because you're not getting as many upgrades, you're still going to feel kind of that little bit of struggle. You're going to overcome it at some point. You're going to get to the other side and feel like, dang, okay, now we got to get out of this division. Like, create your own grinds within the grind if you're trying to mix it up a little bit more. My team is crazy. All I need is a new right back. Sunderland team versus United team in FC25. I'm down. If you guys want to use your favorite team and Evo them, I'm really curious to see how many of us in this community make Evo teams throughout the year and what they get to. I might just go with only one low-rated team and see how much I can crank it up their Evos. I say I'm almost done with cardio. We're not doing treadmill today because I'm going for a long run tonight. So I'm conserving my energy. We're not done with it, but that's why you don't see me walking right now. Counterintuitive. But I'll still get over 10,000 steps. French and Prem for me again. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be your favorite team. If you want to do a country, like there's that TikToker who does like a team from Australia where he makes an all Aussies team and he makes it insane by the end of the year. Do stuff like that. Have fun with it. Who's my best player? Probably R9. But yeah, with how they're doing Evos this upcoming game, it sounds like it's going to be a lot easier to get Evo cards to fit. So if that's what stopped you in the past from like Evo and your favorite players or favorite team, that should be less of a problem next year. How'd you get R9? Just curious. The exact thing you see me doing on stream right now is how we got R9. We did an 84 times 10 into 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 an 84 times 10. And with what we got in the 84 times 10, we put in an 84 times 10, which then we put into an 84 times 10, which then we put into an 84 times 10, which then we took the stuff that was in the 84 times 10 from the 84 times 10 and put into an 84 times 10 to put into an 84 times 10 to put into an 84 times 10 in the 84 times 10 to then open, get cards that could fit into the next 84 times 10, which then we crafted with the duplicates we got from the 84 plus times 10 and then packed R9. Guessing you put in an 84 times 10? I guess you could say so. Estonia had like 5 players. I doubt Lithuania has many more. Can we do a stat check real quick? Let's look. And honestly, too, every single year, I know I fall into the same trap. I'm sure you guys do too. I start wanting to use my favorite team or favorite players. And then I very quickly fall into that mindset of like, I need to use the meta. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then you hit the point where you're using those cards. You're not having fun. You're not getting as many wins as you thought you would anyways. And you just question like why you're doing this. You said Lithuania? So you could do a Lithuania RTG, and then you could pick like maybe another nation, or maybe like things that link to these. Or you could do like a Nepenthes and use like the lowest rated cards in the game with these. And then just slowly upgrade those as the year goes on. I'll do my Fleetwood again. I'm curious if my Fleetwood Evo team will be better next year. Yes, most Evo teams will be better next year because more Evos will fit. How many 84 times 20s have you done? 0. I've not touched a single 84 times 20 because those don't exist in a repeatable SBC form. If you're talking 84 times 10, we've done well over 500 now. Yeah, the issue is if your favorite club is already well-established club that's competing in a lot of the best competitions, you're most likely going to have a lot of promo cards, which isn't a bad thing. But I would put more emphasis on the younger players, the lower-rated players, and go from there. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, Ahmad's going to be 90 rated, so he's going to be hard to pack as is. He got Sunderland, isn't? I mind special cards, but I'd rather have some more Evos than promo cards in a team. I mean, I'd rather put both together. Like, if I had a Jack Clark that was a promo card team of the season, I wouldn't mind upgrading his team of the season to get even better. But I think I'd rather use an Evo on maybe an Adel Arshish who didn't get a team of the season. And I could upgrade him plus 10. Thought about on my second next year doing an Evo RTG with the starter pack team. That sounds super cool. I mean, you can. Props to you guys who play the game enough to have a second account. Not only a first. I don't know how y'all do that. Footies. It's the millionth hero. But yeah, no, I'm excited for Sunderland's. I'm assuming a lot of cards are going to be very similar in stats. I think Jack Clark will be a gold. But like, here, let's do this real quick. Let's go to concepts to show just what the Sunderland ratings are. And it'll be kind of what we expect next year. So this would be kind of like what my RTG started this year with. Alright, so without the Bellingham, Jack Clark was a 73. He'll probably be a 75, 76. We had a Ross Stewart, don't have him anymore. Pato will probably be a 73, 74. Styles no longer there. Roberts around the same. Ballard will maybe be a gold common. If not, high 70s or mid 70s. Yeah, you'll have a lot of cards that are like mid silver range, I'd say. Oh, they put Pavetta in already. And they put Moore in. And they put Brown in. Wait, when did those get updated? Nice, man. Yeah, so I'm going to take a lot of like those cards. And then you'll have some of these low ones where you try to get these upgraded throughout the year too. I agree, but my team is currently just full of special cards. No Evos in there. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Fairly hop on my second account every now and again. Fleetwood got relegated, so all cards will be lower. Did they go from League 1 to League 2? Right? Mine are going to be impossible to pack because he'll be 88 rated next game. It's got footies now, Junberg. I just got a footies too, I think. Visa. For the millionth time. But no, you can kind of treat it like a career mode in a sense. I feel like career mode, what makes career mode nice is you slowly kind of upgrade your team as the year goes on. Like their ratings improve. I feel like it's going to feel like that. Maybe that'll actually get me playing Weekend League now. Oh gosh, Todibo again. All right, clear house once again. Got to get back to cooking. Yeah. I wonder if they're ever going to get the rights to non-league, if they'd ever be in the game. That'd be cool to see some, like, 30 rated cards. I know it'll be an 82 at the same pack weight as for the Mendy. 100%. You know, something to think about. That could be a good or bad thing, depending on how you view the requirements for Evos this year. I wonder if cards going extinct is no longer going to be a thing, because less people are worried about what's going to be the most meta card to Evo, now that essentially most things can be Evo'd. You just lose out on potentially the max rating of the stats. So like instead of plus 10 pace on a card, you might only get plus 6 if it's already at the upper echelon of that. I hope that's the case. I hope the days are gone of everyone using the same exact cards. But also, too, you know what's getting me excited more than the stat upgrades? Cosmetics. I hope they go the route of more cosmetics. Like, imagine it's Halloween time. And I know we're probably not going to get a Scream ever again. But hypothetically, they gave us a Scream promo. And with the Scream promo, you get one free Scream cosmetic Evo where you can just put the Scream outline on any card you wanted to. Doesn't even have to affect stats. I would love that so much. Or, EA, if you're listening, here's a way to make money. For a certain amount of coins in the store, or for a certain amount of FIFA points, or both, you give that as something each promo. Where it's like, hey, do you want a cosmetic of this? Put it on your card. Boom. I would love to be able to customize each promo and have, like, what I think is a sick looking design on a card. Like if EA gave Evos for dynamic images, I'm sure there's some way they could take photography from real life, have EA get the rights to the photography, and they have just a cache of photos of players that you could then select from. Like Prem players would probably have a ton, top 5 leagues would have a ton, Champions League cards would have a ton. That'd be so cool. Like, you could just go in and put a dynamic of your player, if it's in there, and approved by EA. It's not like a random thing you Google and put in there. That would be sick, though. The amount of trolls that put stuff. But yeah, all that being said, there is a lot of positives that EA could do. And I have very little faith that EA is ever going to do it correct. But I hope I'm wrong. It's just little things like that, man, that would, in the long run, mean a crap ton. Like, I'm trying to think of the downside of a cosmetic. It doesn't even need to be an Evo, just a cosmetic card type of the current promo. It'd be like a skin in Call of Duty, or CSGO as a tradable market. That'd be different. Be like a camo on Call of Duty. It's just looks. Is it stats and rate of a card for Evos next year, or will it be only stats? I think it's still both to a certain extent. I think they're going to be more lenient on rating. But with stats, it sounds like it's more along the route of if you have, let's say, a card that's intended to be realistically this year a max pace of 85, and they give you a plus 10 to get the pace to a 95. If your card's already at 90 pace, instead of you not being able to do that Evo, they're only going to give you half of that. So instead of your 85 going to a 95, your 90 is going to go to a 95 still, but you only got a plus 5 instead of a plus 10. Does that make sense? Also, I pre-ordered the game a few days ago, so thankfully I didn't forget. Hey, GG. Like they did with the Team of the Year Evo last week, Mumbo. Did you like? Yeah, I like that they did that. I didn't do it for mine yet. I would probably do it if I was still playing the game. But that's something like early on or throughout the year I would definitely approve of them doing. And would really like, just like the cosmetic of it. If I did do it though, it'd go on Thiago Silva. It expired? Nah. Nah, no. No, it didn't expire, did it? Wait. When did we get Thiago Silva? Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. I was going to say, Ultimate Team of Season. All right. I was going to say, no way I haven't gotten games on Thiago Silva, but he did have the other card that we played over 300 with, so that makes a lot more sense. Still probably should have gotten more games, but don't worry. Once he has his icon, we'll be using his icon all times when he retires. That Evo is perfect free. Like, it should be only one game or two. Icon? Tell me I'm wrong. He was in his prime during Serie A time and League One time. So, two separate leagues there. He won a Champions League in the Prem with Chelsea. That's 3 leagues that he performed in and captained in. He gets a little bit of time in the shadow due to the amount of world-class center backs he played either next to or around, or just were around during his time too. Like, he had Pepe, Ramos during that same time period. So it's easy to see the other ones getting one, but he gets something. Thiago Silva will at least get a hero, if not an icon. I am not wrong with that. When he retires, he is getting something, man. They're not going to not give Thiago Silva something. For his career, COVID Champions League doesn't count. PSG Farmers League doesn't count. Milan is just half decent Serie A. So what counts? What counts? There's nothing that counts? Any accomplishment? Okay, how about him getting into the Team of the Year? Does him getting into previous Team of the Years count at all? Has he proven it during a cold, rainy night in Manchester? I mean, yeah, twice a season. Both City and United. I want to look up his stats for each game he's played against Manchester United. Only bad thing about that is only bring there for a week, and if you want to Evo that card again, you lose the design. Yeah, like, the reason why I'd love cosmetics more than the actual, like, ratings and stuff is most people, I feel like, really only care about the cosmetics most of the time. If they can get some upgraded stats, I'm sure they wouldn't mind. But a lot of those I would want to do because of the promo. Especially Team of the Year. When Team of the Year is coming around, I don't want a Team of the Year at the end. I'm glad they gave us one. Props to EA. But if they released a cosmetic Team of the Year during Team of the Year, probably made it so you had to work for it a little bit. Or spend something for it. That'd be understandable. I'd 100% do it if I could put it on any card. If you don't think Thiago Silva is good, then you're dumb. I know Silver's a meme in this community, but Silva, not Silver. And if you're gonna say you're dumb, you probably should use the correct version of your. Just saying, buddy. I know you're not talking to me, but alright, are we ever gonna get a footies that's not a dupe? Where's the Sinaldo? Grammar plays here. Hey, if I did it, y'all would be on my behind, so I gotta call it out too. Cold! Greenwood, baby! Back in the Prem. Things you love to see. Silva's alright, but if he's getting an icon, then you also got to give... Dude, does anyone know if the emojis on the side of chat, I can remove that? It covers up the bottom right of every single, essentially, sentence that's more than one line. I can't see. I'm assuming that says Evans. Yeah, Johnny? Make it repeatable, too. Then I'd have a full Team of the Year Fleetwood team and never Evo them again. What they should do repeatable, though, every time I see the South Korean flag, I get excited. Or Korea Republic flag, whatever you want to call it. What was I going to say? We're talking about Evos. Oh, yeah, no. The one thing, which this new Evo system might fix it, so I'm not going to crap on EA before they have a chance to prove it. But I feel like we need something. If Evos are anything like they were this past game, where you get bronzes and silvers up to like an 80 plus rating early. And realistically be able to do that over and over. I want to be able to take my bronzes and silvers and not have to give like a +2 to their stats or their rating constantly. And have to do like 10 different Evos to make them somewhat competitive. I want to be able to get those very quickly. Yeah, like a golden glow up, but it has to be like repeatable. So that you can get all your cards that kind of range. And then you can keep upgrading them. And like I said, what I think that would eventually do is turn into a thing where a lot of the bronze and silvers will all share very similar stats. Maybe they share also too skill moves, weak foot on certain types of cards. I'm fine with that. And then you choose after that what Evos you want to put them into. Like, you'll see some of my lower rated Evos, I've Evo'd them multiple times, and they're still, like, in the 60s. Double footies! She's a dupe. Is this the first double footies 84 times 10? Maybe there's a third. Hold on. You need her? Yeah, I was going to say in real life. Whoa, wait, she's older than me. She's older than me. That's crazy. Mub, you got any Sunderland players that fit the 99 Evo? In my club, currently no. I wonder if any do fit it though. If someone wants to pull up the stats of the Evo quick, I'll go to my squad and show off the Sunderland players. We'll see if they can. It's what, max silver, right? Because I might have to discard whatever Evo I currently have for the card and upgrade it then. It's got to be a striker. Does Ross Stewart fit? Max 64 pace? Ugh. Does my endo work? He's not going to be a 99, right? Or does everything get to a 99? Wait, does my endo work? It's because they upgraded his card to Hibbs when he was on his loan. Am I going to get banned if I buy it? Why is it doing the thing where I can't get out? There we go. Alright. We're going to have to discard his Evo we have. Because it's not going to let me do it from here. But can we at least... preview it? Or is it not even going to let us preview it? Yeah, that one would have fit if it wasn't for the dribbling. That one has too much pace. Yeah, we gotta get rid of the other Evo first. Alright. Sunderland. That a dill card, man. That Job too, we got so much with. Ballard we got early. The Clark, I think we have the most games on. Trent has got quite a few. Like, we got good stats on a lot of these cards in terms of games. I want it to be way more, though. Sirkin's going to be unbelievable next year. I can't wait for that card. Alright. Let's hope this looks like a decent card, or we did all that for nothing. I'll take it. A bronze to that is not bad. Is it a free? All right. Play squad. Play squad. Heck yeah. Okay. We'll see if I get that completed before the end of the game. Probably won't. They released 2 squads of the 99 EVA. One costs 500k, but requires less games. I could do the other one with my Hamir if I wanted to. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna play a single game to get it. And even if I did get it, I'm not gonna play games after I get it done. Alright. We are gonna call it a stream there, boys. If you did enjoy, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's see. Tuesday, we won't be live. Doing some shopping, going out to eat. Wednesday we might have a quick stream. We'll see. We're kind of at the point where there's not much I'm doing anymore on stream. That's gonna be a huge upgrade, other than just opening this stuff. We'll do probably 1 or 2 more streams this week before the weekend. Most likely will be Wednesday, Thursday. Take Tuesday off. Yeah, I think that's a move. So yeah, we won't be live tomorrow, aka Tuesday. We'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace.